Depression is the leading cause of ill health and disability worldwide, affecting 350 million people. The National Institute of Mental Health reports 7% of Americans experiencing depression in a year. So depression is super common, yet, in my experience, most folks don't want to talk to depressed people unless we pretend to be happy. On the one side, you have people living with depression who may act in off-putting or confusing ways because they're fighting a war in their head that nobody else can see. On the other side, the vast majority of people look across the chasm and shake their heads like, why you gotta be so depressed? Depression doesn't diminish a person's desire to connect with other people, just their ability. So in spite of what you might think, talking to friends and family living with depression can be really easy and maybe even fun. Here are some possible reasons why some of you may avoid depressed people. You might be afraid that if you talk to somebody while they're depressed, you're suddenly responsible for their well-being. You may worry that you won't know what to say, and every attempt at conversation will be awkward. Maybe you see depressed people differently. You think of them as flawed or defective. Okay, first up, some things you might want to avoid. One of the most off-putting things you can say is, just get over it. Great idea, love it. It's just, we already thought of that. The absence of the ability to just get over it is depression. We feel it in our bodies. It's a physical thing for us. And medically, it's no different from telling someone with a broken ankle or cancer to just get over it. Also, things that make some people feel better may not work for us. You can't cure clinical depression by getting ice cream, which is unfortunate because that would be living the dream. If you make an offer to be there for us, clearly state what you can and can't do. I have a friend who, a while back, when I was having a depressive episode, reached out and said, hey, I want to check in with you. Can I call you every day, maybe text you every day and call later in the week? What works for you? And my last suggestion is interact about not depression, aka normal stuff. Invite them to contribute to your life in some way, even if it's as small as asking you to go see a movie that you wanted to see in the theater. We can be sad and okay at the same time. I'm going to say that again, because in our society, we're taught the opposite. And so it's counterintuitive. People can be sad and okay at the same time. If you talk to a depressed person as if their life is just as valuable, intense, and beautiful as yours, then there's no need to build a bridge between you because you've closed the chasm. Focus on that instead of your words, and it may be the most uplifting conversation of their life. What could that do for somebody you care about? What could it do for you?